Hi students, this is my little introduction to Module 1, which will cover chapters 1 through 7. One of the most important things as you go through this class, I assume any class, is the book. This is the book that we're going to be using, Rock Music Styles of History, and pretty much I'm just going to be explaining chapters 1 through 7 in brief, which is Module 1. Chapters 1 through 7 cover the roots of rock music from what we call pre-rock and roll, popular music prior to 1950, through the British invasion, which is roughly the end of the 1970s. We don't want to argue details too much here. The important thing really important thing that I want you to remember about Module 1 and about the history of rock and roll is that there is one theory that rock and roll consists of the intersection of three different streams of music. And in general, those streams of music are discussed in chapters 1, 2, and 3. Those three streams are country and western music, rhythm and blues, the African American tradition, and popular music, the Broadway or Tin Pan Alley tradition. Country and western music and rhythm and blues are both an oral tradition. They're a playing and singing tradition, whereas Broadway and Tin Pan Alley is more of a literate or written tradition. And the interesting thing and the important thing is that they want you to understand how each one of those popular music styles kind of merged or converged in the 1950s to form rock and roll. What most rock music historians claim is that the three important people in the formation of rock and roll were Elvis Presley, Buddy Holly, and Chuck Berry. Elvis Presley embodies the, if you will, the Tin Pan Alley or the Broadway popular music tradition. Although obviously there are influences in Elvis's music from rhythm and blues and country and western. Chuck Berry really embodies the rhythm and blues stream of this, the African American tradition. And Buddy Holly is an example of the country and western tradition that you're supposed to be hearing in his music.